All right. Let's do another. Let's scale something else. So we're going to clear all that out, and we're going to import in a Jbeam. This one is a can. It's a beer can. So blank Jbeam. This is it. Import it in. Select a part. Well, there's only one part. It's the can. Now that's the Jbeam. Now we have to import in the model. The DAE, the part that you actually see. So in there also is the can. Now, so you got the can, you got the Jbeam. So can you scale this Jbeam? Yes, you can. But select both the Jbeam and the can when you do that. Apply all transforms. Now, export the can. Well, wait a minute. Before I get ahead of myself, save the Jbeam file. Save the Blender. Save the Blender file. Save as. In that same folder with this can, save the Blender file. That way, it knows where to export the Jbeam to. So, the Jbeam for the can, export Jbeam. Overwrite that one. Don't worry that it's called blank Jbeam. That's just what I used to name them all. And you see where it's at. It's in the vehicles folder where the can is at. Overwrite it. Now select the can itself. Now that should not have an 001. It's only because the Jbeam is named the same thing, so we're just doing that. That can't have an 001 on it. Good thing you saw that, because you'd be irritated. Alright, now we're only exporting the DAE of that scaled up can, but we're going to say selection only, because we only want to send that. We're going to overwrite that one with that one. Now we're going to load the game and we'll have a big can. A bigger can. And that wasn't too much work. But that's a simple object too. Yep, right. Make it bigger. Alright, fine. Pick the can and it's Jbeam. Scale it up even larger. Apply all transforms. Export the Jbeam. Overwrite the Jbeam with this Jbeam. Now what will happen if you export the Jbeam without also exporting the larger can? I'll show you. You see the Jbeam here is larger, but the mesh of the can is still small. Well, you got to export the can also as a DAE, but we're not sending the can and the Jbeam, just the can. Overwrite it, and then voila, you got your big can. A big can, and of course the physics, you gotta figure something, folks. Now when you make something bigger, it's gonna have to have different settings. It's gonna have to have different spring settings and different things like that, because it does use like real physics. So what used to be like 0.05 weight should now be a lot more than that. but I'm not getting into all that. I'm just showing you how to scale stuff. This is actually a pretty cool program. It actually is. I'm impressed with it.